From weak E-rank hunter to the insanely powerful Shadow Monarch, Sung Jinwoo's rise to power in solo leveling is nothing short of incredible. But just how powerful is he compared to other top-tier powerhouses in anime, manga, or even comics? Today we're going to dive deep into the power scaling of Sung Jinwoo and figure out if he's just planetary or possibly something even greater. In the first episode of this series, we're breaking down Sung Jinwoo's feats, abilities, and power level to see where he stands. Could he destroy a planet, multiple planets, or maybe even wipe out entire star systems? Stick around as we explore his ultimate strength in the world of power scaling. I am your host Keeps, and I hope you enjoy it. Before we get into Sung Jinwoo's feats, let's break down the power scaling in general. Excuse me if I mess up, I only do this for fun. In power scaling, we measure characters based on their destructive potential, speed, durability, and overall combat abilities. Let's take a quick look at the most common power scaling tiers. Planetary, a character who can destroy or affect an entire planet, is considered planetary. Think of characters like Gilgamesh or Death. Multiplanetary, then we have multiplanetary, where a character has enough power to destroy or significantly impact multiple planets or possibly even a solar system. Characters like Accelerator from a certain magical index or Omni-Man from Invincible easily fit into this category. Star level, moving up, we have star level power. These are beings who can obliterate entire stars or potentially affect a star system. Some cosmic level entities in fiction can tap into this kind of force. Think of people like Black Bolt from the Marvel Comics or Dark Samus, Universal. Then we have universal level. Characters in this tier have the ability to affect, destroy, or create entire universes. Think of gods or cosmic entities like Xeno from Dragon Ball Super, or even Doctor Strange. Multiversal, and finally at the top of the scale we have multiversal. These beings can manipulate or destroy multiple universes at once. This is where reality-bending characters and abstract beings reside like Galactus or Doomslayer. Now that we've defined the power scaling tiers, the big question is, where does Sung Jinwoo land on it? To answer this, we'll break down his most impressive feats from solo leveling and compare them to each tier. From commanding a shadow army of thousands to taking on the strongest monarchs in the series, Sung Jinwoo's power growth is something beyond crazy in his verse. We'll start with the foundation, Sung Jinwoo's abilities as the Shadow Monarch. With powers that range from shadow manipulation to reality-bending feats, it's clear that Jinwoo isn't just your average city-level fighter. So where does he start? Let's break down his feats and abilities next, to see just how far up the power scaling tiers he climbs. First up, we're looking at Sung Jinwoo's destructive power. One of the most important benchmarks for power scaling is how much damage a character can dish out. So, how does Jinwoo fare? In his final battle, Jinwoo faces off against one of the most powerful beings in the solo leveling universe, Antares, the Dragon Monarch. The sheer scale of this battle is massive, with shockwaves and attacks capable of leveling large regions of the world. Jinwoo and Antares' blows send shockwaves that devastate the battlefield, tearing apart the ground and causing massive destruction over large distances. Scaling, this feat suggests that Jinwoo's destructive capacity reaches at least planetary levels. His attacks, combined with the Dragon Monarchs, have the potential to affect entire regions of the planet. This battle alone puts Jinwoo at planetary-level destructive power, as he can fight on equal footing with a being capable of destroying large portions of the Earth. Another key factor in Jinwoo's destructive capacity is his shadow army. As the Shadow Monarch, Jinwoo can summon and control thousands of shadows, including incredibly powerful beings like Baru, Igris, and Bellion. His shadow army can decimate entire enemy forces, and each high-ranking shadow, like Baru and Igris, can take on S-rank hunters or monarch-level beings. Scaling the collective power of Jinwoo's army makes him capable of wiping out entire nations or even multi-planetary threats if needed, his fight against the Dragon Army. His army's destructive force extends far beyond individual planetary destruction. With his army alone, Sung Jinwoo easily reaches planetary to potentially multi-planetary levels of destructive capacity, depending on how many shadows he commands at once. Next, we're looking at Jinwoo's durability. A true test of power isn't just how much damage you can deal, but how much you can take as well. So how does Jinwoo fare against world-busting attacks? During the final battle, Jinwoo endures devastating blast attacks from the Dragon Monarch. These attacks could wipe out entire regions, yet Jinwoo survives multiple hits without going down. Antares' attacks, especially the large-scale energy blasts, could have the potential to wipe out cities or regions with ease. Jinwoo endures these attacks, regenerating almost instantly from any damage. Scaling, this puts Jinwoo's durability at planetary level, as he can withstand attacks that could destroy large portions of the Earth, or even the entire Earth itself, and continue fighting. Sung Jinwoo's durability is easily at the planetary level, surviving attacks that would obliterate large sections of the world thanks to his regeneration. Another critical aspect of Jinwoo's power is his regeneration. As a player, Jinwoo possesses near instantaneous healing through his quest completions, making him virtually unkillable by normal means. Jinwoo's regeneration allows him to recover from fatal injuries in seconds. Combined with his durability, it makes him incredibly difficult to put down, even after taking planetary-level attacks. Scaling, his regenerative abilities and immortality allow him to continue fighting no matter how much damage he takes, further solidifying his at minimum planetary-level durability. Jinwoo's regeneration makes him practically indestructible, further boosting his position as a multi-planetary-level fighter, capable of tanking and recovering from world-ending threats. Finally, let's take a look at Jinwoo's speed and combat ability. His ability to outpace and overwhelm his enemies in battle is one of his key advantages. Throughout his battles with monarchs, Sung Jinwoo shows immense speed, moving so fast that he appears as a blur in combat. His reflexes and combat speed allow him to dodge and counterattacks from beings capable of planetary destruction. In his battle with Antares and other monarchs, Jinwoo moves at hypersonic to potentially relativistic speeds, far surpassing normal human perception. Scaling, his ability to fight and react at these speeds, along with the destruction caused in his wake, cements him as a planetary to multiplanetary threat, especially when combined with his shadow army. Sung Jinwoo's speed, combined with his combat skills, puts him in the planetary to multiplanetary range, allowing him to blitz and overwhelm even the strongest enemies in the verse. So where does Sung Jinwoo land on the power scaling scale? Based on his destructive power, durability, and speed, Jinwoo sits comfortably at planetary level. However, with his shadow army and his battles against the monarchs, you could argue that he has the potential to reach multi-planetary levels as well. Whether he's breathing the hell out of planet-destroying foes or commanding an army capable of overwhelming entire nations, Sung Jinwoo is undeniably one of the strongest characters in the solo-leveling universe. Let me know if you disagree with my logic or conclusions, which you most likely will, as I am new to power scaling, and I'm only doing this for the fun of it. I hope you enjoy the video. PG keeps out.